I like that you're wearing your All Things New hat.
Gotta keep it. Uh, so I'm here with our very own Dr. Jean Chen Gorman. Thanks for being with us, Jean. Pastor Jean Chen Gorman. Um, there's a really exciting thing coming up for us at All Things New to be aware of, to potentially even sort of participate in. It's called Celebration. It happens every year, but this year is a little special. We'll talk about that in a minute. First off, can you explain to us what is Celebration?
Yeah, absolutely. So Celebration is a gathering that happens every April where representatives of all of the churches within the Pacific Southwest Conference, which is the region of the denomination that we're a part of, also delegates and folks from all of the churches in the Pacific Southwest region gather for a celebration. And that's really what it is. It's a celebration of what God has been doing over the last year throughout the conference in all of our churches and all of the different ministries of the PSWC. And it's an opportunity to hear what God has been doing, to share what God has been doing. It's also an opportunity to celebrate a couple specific things. One of those things is to celebrate our new churches. So maybe there's a church that's been through like the first 3 years of church planting and is ready to become a full member of the ECC, celebrating those churches, and then celebrating pastors who are becoming licensed with the ECC. Those are big parts of the celebration. It's also our annual meeting. So it's the annual business meeting of the Pacific Southwest Conference. And that in and of itself may not sound like a celebration, to like approve the budget and all of that. But what we do celebrate in that is that we're not a top heavy denomination. Things don't come down from on high and get, imposed on the churches. The highest legislative body of this denomination is the annual meeting. It's all of the delegates. And so everyone together is deciding upon budget and personnel and, other key matters of ministry. So it is actually a celebration of the fact that we get to partner together in what God is doing.
Right. Perfect. And just so I can, for people listening who are kind of trying to unpack some of this, some terms that we can help define a bit. ECC is our broader denomination, referred to as the Covenant Church, Evangelical Covenant Church, and it extends globally. It's a global denomination. And then in the U.S., it's broken down into these regional conferences. We're part of the Pacific Southwest Conference, the PSWC, and then use the term delegate there. And as I understand it, there's sort of like kind of voting members from each church in each region that get to come together and vote on behalf of their church.
Right, exactly. So they're the official representatives of each church who are called delegates, but anyone can attend and everyone should attend because it is a part of the celebration. But as you can imagine, for the business part of it, to have equal representation from the churches means that we need to have official delegates from the different churches. But this is a special one that I think is, it's wonderful in the sense that it's virtual, so anyone and everyone can attend. You don't have to, have a travel budget to be able to attend, and would really encourage anyone and everyone to attend, to just get a sense of who are the people of this denomination that I'm a part of this region that I'm a part of, who are people in leadership, who are the other church chairs, who are the other pastors, who are the other lay leaders, what are the other churches doing, to just have a sense of that, and again, to celebrate together.
Right, that's good. And you're touching on a little bit of why it's important, and I think it's so one of the things that I love, and I get to have this front row seat because I've interacted with so many other pastors and leaders in our denomination. I know how amazing this broader community is, and this is an opportunity for All Things New, anyone at All Things New, to sort of sign up, register. It's free.
Yep.
It's on Zoom, so you can watch from your living room, your bed, and you get to sort of participate in this broader community that we're a part of that's special and doing some really amazing things. And this year in particular, right, we touched on this a little earlier, there's a special reason why you might want to be a part of this year's celebration meeting. And that is that us, all Things New here on Monterey Bay,
right there,
in case you forgot, We are making the official transition from a church plant
Yes.
to becoming adopted in as an official church of the Covenant Church, which is pretty cool,
Woohoo!
right? Yeah, there's banners and
Absolutely.
confetti and yeah, and so that's just that'll be another celebratory moment. You know, we can be on Zoom, we can celebrate that together. We can watch everyone applauding as they're on mute. It'll be great.
Right.
But and that's also touches on another reason why it's a good thing and it's important to prayerfully consider partnership, to be a partner here at All Things New, because not only are we participating in the local church here, but we're in so many ways participating in a regional church, in a national, in the global church, and we talk about that a lot. And
Yes.
to remind ourselves to follow Jesus is to be a part of a much broader community of kin,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
That is more powerful than so many of the things that divide us. So
Absolutely.
um,
Absolutely.
yeah,
One of the things that we often say within the covenant is that we're better together. And it's really true. We are better together. The Christian life was never meant to be lived alone, and churches were never meant to minister in isolation. So we really are better together. And as a part of the PSWC, the Pacific Southwest Conference, and the ECC, the Covenant, we churches partnered together in ministering to youth in ways that we couldn't otherwise. We partnered in ministering, to on a global scale in ways that we couldn't otherwise. So absolutely, this is a time to not only to partner more deeply at All Things New, to actually be an official member and partner of All Things New, but to really lean into the broader family of churches that we're a part of.
right. So that's I agree 100%. Thank you. And just to clarify and kind of reiterate, for those thinking, yeah, this might be interesting to sort of check out, see the broader family we're a part of. Who is invited to this? Who should plan on attending via Zoom?
Anyone and everyone,
There you
because
go.
it is
Anyone and everyone.
free this year. So, and you don't have to travel anywhere, right? So this is really
Right.
a benefit. It's happening on a Saturday morning. And so, over about an hour and a half or so, and it will be a great opportunity for adults, kids, teens, the whole family. There will be a moment where All Things New is recognized as an official member church, or, recommended as official member church of the Covenant. And that's just a great woohoo kind of moment that we should all be a part of.
Right. Absolutely. And just to clarify this, you don't have to be an All Things New partner to attend this.
Yep.
You're welcome to be a part. My assumption would be if you attend this, like, it'll encourage you to become a partner, because you get to see some of the amazing community we're a part of. Just some logistics. It's this coming Saturday, April 17th, in the morning. The exact times are to be determined as far as when we'll be there, right?
Yes,
When
that's right.
we'll be sort of adopted in.
Yes, right.
Details to come.
Yes, details to come.
Stay tuned. And we'll send out the links to register via email. Another good reason to sign up to get the emails. That's one way that we'll sort of send that out, and you can sign up on your own. Anything else that you want to add that we've forgotten that you think is vital that people know about Celebration?
No, I would say that, again, anyone and everyone joined together. This really is a celebration. And more than anything, I hope that it will encourage everyone's hearts. It's been a tough year. And we all need to see how God has been at work in our world, not just in our little tiny piece of the world, but like the bigger world, right? So I really do hope that everyone joins in. It will be a celebration.
Can't wait. Well, thank you, Jean. I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks so much.
All right.